Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, super fun one, super educational one, super relevant one, more in the market wise versus like just things to do while living in here, but it will be specifically talking about our housing market predictions for 2022 and moving forward.
That's right, guys. Let's check it out.
And hey guys, just as a reminder, yes, we have created our own app, and yes, it is the same user interface as Zillow, so it's super easy and friendly to use. But in addition to while you guys are using our app, it's got push notifications, so while you're going through different areas, it will actually throw our content, if we have any material from our YouTube channel, into that area so you guys can find specifically some of our videos that pertain to what you are looking at.
So go to your app store, whether that's iPhone or Google, or click the download link in the description below to get connected with the Mile High Property Brothers app.
So definitely take some time, download the app, let us know what you think. But with that being said, let's dive into our content.
What's up, guys? I'm Eli Schmidt. This is my partner, Will Grimes. And if it's your first time checking out our channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, hit that subscribe button because we drop a new video every Tuesday and Thursday telling you everything there is to know about moving to or living in the entire Denver, Colorado area.
100%, and we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means just as much as we love making videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys trying to phone calls, text messages, and those emails. But without further ado, let's talk about it. Housing market 2022 moving forward. What are our predictions? What do we think? What are we seeing?
Now, we're probably going to get some comments anytime we're making predictions. People are like, oh, Nostradamus over here, right?
And before we even get into predictions, like a lot of our predictions aren't necessarily predictions. It's literally what we're already seeing right now. And guys, when you're in this every day and you're watching from a bird's eye view, not only from Colorado, but we have agents all over the country that have teamed up with us. So we literally have a daily bird's eye view from a lending and from a real estate side as far as like what we're already starting to see. So what can seem like a prediction, we're probably already just in the beginning phase of it. So it's not so much a prediction versus a very strong forecast of what clouds are already moving in or what clouds are already clearing out.
Exactly my point. Thank you. Nostradamus over here knew exactly what I was going to say. See? Told you. Now, diving into it, guys, here's what we're going to see. Just to give you an overall summary, we want to talk interest rates first because this interest rate hike is really what started this catalyst of every news article that we're seeing saying that the real estate market is shifting. So here is what we are already starting to observe. It's very similar to what we observed when COVID came around. So when COVID first became, a very real thing, it was March 2020, and we saw a big pullback in the market of buyers and sellers, primarily buyers who were pulling out of the market, and they were really just kind of taking a step back, observing to really see how this thing would play out. And then it wasn't more than probably 60 or 90 days at the most before they realized, okay, COVID's around to stay. I still need to buy a house. Matter of fact, like my work is giving me remote working and stuff like that, so I can go anywhere. And then you saw this huge push back into the market once people kind of saw it normalize.
Right, and even more so now, guys, like since post-COVID is just the economic strength state to state. Like I can't speak for every single state, but I will speak for the state of Colorado. Economically, we are moving extremely fast, but super stable. So the types of companies that are coming here are extraordinary. They also have the opportunities to work remote, so people can just move back into suburbias if they'd like to. They don't necessarily have to live downtown, but our economics here are great, which means regardless of whether interest rates have climbed, have not climbed, our steady increase of just buyers overall that are coming here and it's still affordable for them. That's still apparent. We want you guys to recognize the sustainability and the equity that's still growing in Colorado, in addition to any influx or whatnot as far as interest rates.
Yeah, so we're already starting to see a bigger influx of buyers back into the market. For the past 60 days, maybe they cooled down a little bit as everyone was kind of seeing what was going to happen with interest rates.
And part of that was the extreme climb in interest rates, right? But that's starting to stabilize already as we speak. You're not seeing as extraordinary climbs. If at all, it's more stabilized right now, which is allowing people to kind of come back out of the woodwork and creep back into the buyer's market.
And a lot of people are much more comfortable with the higher interest rate now because now homes aren't going $100,000 over asking price.
Correct.
You know, a year ago, that was the big holdup for a lot of people as homes were just going insanely over asking. Now you're not having to do that. Hey, interest rate's a little bit higher, but at least it is a much more predictable and attainable real estate market.
Correct. And guys, I'll just let you know, like on the flip side of that, because of that, like sellers do know, like, hey, these homes are not going to go for significantly over asking price, which means like, hey, we're probably at the top as far as like money we're going to get for our house right now. It's not that equity still isn't growing in Colorado. Of course it is. And there's an ebb and flow to that, right? It typically goes up and it plateaus, and it goes up and it plateaus. And every couple of years you get that climb. We just had that climb. So are we still having a great increase as far as overall equity? Yes. Is it still going 1,000 miles an hour? No. But because of that, sellers are thinking like, okay, we're probably at the top of our market. Now that interest rates have climbed back up, we're not going to be getting significantly over asking price and all this crazy stuff that was happening, which means, hey, we should probably sell sooner than later because we're at the top of our market. Unless we want to live here for the next couple of years to get that next increase, we should probably sell now. So you are now getting more people selling their home because of that. Second point to that is just a normal ebb and flow of summertime. People are going on vacations and having their kiddos out of school for the summer and are more apt to sell their home because they can put it on the market because they go, hey, we're going to be gone for a week. We're going to be gone on vacation for 2 weeks. Let's put our home on the market. Flowers out, grass is green. We just painted the house and we're going to be on vacation. Like, let's sell it now. But what's beneficial for you as a buyer is, well, a lot of buyers, yes, have come out, but the ebb and flow to buyers is typically we slow down with buyers a little bit regardless of interest rate or economics because buyers are also on vacations and hanging out with kids during summer break after school, and they come back in toward toward like that beginning of fall, September time. So if you're a buyer right now, not only are there more homes on the market because of the ebb and flow, there's more homes on the market because people think we're at the top of our market, yet there's still less buyers, which means it could be a great opportunity for you. Now, are there more buyers kind of creeping back even though it's summer because interest rates are starting to stabilize and it's just a better opportunity overall, so they might take part of their summer to look for homes? Yes. Yeah. However, either way, however you slice this thing that I'm talking about, it's still a great time to come out and attack it because you've got stabilization with the interest rates and you've got plenty of opportunity and options as far as a buyer to pick where you want to live.
Now, I also think that our rental market is going to start doing really, really well. So if you're an investor in Colorado, maybe you can't live in Colorado yet, but you want to buy a property out here and rent it out. As interest rates are increasing, there's a good chunk of buyers that, hey, they're unable to buy right now. The only reason they're able to buy before, maybe they have a massive down payment, but it's because interest rates are so cheap. Correct. Those people are going to be pushed into rentals. So if you own any properties out here, you're thinking about buying any properties out here in Colorado as an investment opportunity, our rental market before the past few years has really been kind of lackluster. It's been moderate. Like, of course, you get the appreciation. That's where you're really capitalizing as an investor, not so much on cash flow. Now what we're going to see is we're going to start seeing property owners, landlords out here as getting the benefit of having the property, not so much from appreciation. It still is going to be appreciating just because how many people are moving here, but a lot more opportunity as far as just monthly cash flow.
Correct. And there is an ebb and flow to that, guys, because a couple of years ago, just prior to COVID, we did have some of you that came through the channel that, believe it or not, bought several different properties and hadn't even moved here. Matter of fact, you guys were 2 years away from moving here, but one of our clients, won't mention a name, he's a little bit more low-key. Some of you were like mentioning names, this guy's a little bit more low-key, but the bottom line was he wasn't moving here for 2 years, but he said, I don't want 2 year later prices. I want Colorado prices right now, and I'm going to rent these homes out and make some money on them, have that equity in the home still, but then be able to move into this home when I move to Colorado, and I've got this price. So it was a great idea. So whether you want a portfolio of rentals or not, or if you're just looking at, hey, we're going to be in Colorado in 2 years, but could we buy now at buy now prices and opportunity, and then rent that out and make some cash flow in addition to still having the equity from the home and price point of that home from when you bought it 2 years ago. Significant opportunity, but there is opportunity there anytime interest rates tend to climb back up.
Now, the other observation that we have here, guys, is that there is starting to become much more opportunity within the new build sector of housing. So this is an area that we loved for a really long time, and then for about the past year when it just got so competitive, dealing with new builds was the worst thing because they're corporations. You just don't have this relationship that you can have with another agent on the competing side. Correct. So they just wouldn't give information. They're doing crazy bids on lots and stuff like that. A lot of the new build appeal got diminished when it was just uber competitive like that. Yeah. Now, all the appeal of the new build is coming back because now with these people being corporations, they're less emotional about their home prices. They're less emotional about cutting a deal to a buyer because, hey, they want homes off their books. So with supply chain issues getting better, they're building homes faster. With more buyers out here, with more inventory out here, they're having to compete again, just like in the old days, and really earn your business.
Correct, and like they got to earn your business off of like existing homes. And guys, homes that are 2 years old, 5 years old, 10 years old, 50 years old here in Colorado, for the most part, we've got great soil here. So homes that are central Denver, wherever it may be, that are built in the 1950s, they're still great homes, right? So there's just a lot of competition as far as like location, where you want to be. Do you want more of an established, cultured neighborhood, cultured home, more historic home, or do you want some of the amenities that new builds have? Either way, they've got to earn your business, right? Because you've got more options, not only with existing homes, but there's other builders that also can build more now because supply chain things are being corrected. So they've got competition from other new builders, and they've got competition from existing homes and just personal owners. So either way, they have to do all they can to make sure they earn your business. Yes, we do have relationships with those guys. Yes, we do start to see some things as they start getting back into that hustle mode and have to sell homes. We get those phone calls from them asking if any of you are on the docket for looking for a new home. So if there's something we can do to help you with that, obviously we've been extremely vetted. Yes, the new build contract is different than your typical Colorado real estate contract. Yes, we are vetted there. Yes, we can help you guys with that. Yes, the inspection process for that is a little bit longer because you can start from a dirt start. You can start from a drywall start. There's electrical stuff you'll be doing with them. Yes, we are super familiar with that process. Yes, it is different than being traditional. So if you guys have any questions on that, we would love to help you.
That's right. That's right. We're speaking specific to real estate here. That is our lane. That is what we're speaking to. We're not speaking about the economy as a whole. Nobody knows what's going on with that stuff. But when it comes to housing in Colorado, in real estate, we're still seeing people come here in droves. Colorado is a very, very desirable area. We're still seeing homes appreciate, and there is more opportunity right now for both buyers and sellers than there have been in the past couple years.
Guys, and at the end of the day, it's not a '08 housing market crash. Like, that's not what this is. And people are telling you what that is. They don't even understand what that was in the first place, right? But like back then, they weren't even validating buyers. You could put any income on an application. They didn't have to verify your income. You could, like, there was people buying 3 and 4 homes, and they were having these crazy arm loans. And at the end of the day, they weren't vetting and vouching buyers that were getting into homes. So the housing market crash was a fundamental thing. It was the foundation of the process, not anything else. And like, that's not what's going on right now, right? So if you guys need more education on that, we can do it. All good. We can answer those questions, but just make sure that you guys are getting proper information. And no, it's not 2008. There are some things that we have to go through hurdle-wise as far as our economy right now. However, it's just not the same thing. We won't speak to all of that stuff. That's hard. I'm not an economist per se, right? But at the end of the day, like, it's not hard if you're in real estate for 5 minutes to realize what was happening then is not happening now. But what is happening now is a phone number popping up below, reminding you that, yes, please call us if you guys would like to, because we are licensed brokers in the state of Colorado. And just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's still up below are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and emails. So if you guys have something we can help with, we would love to. But until next video, we'll see you guys very soon.
All right, see you guys.